President Trump is set to depart for the G7 conference in France later tonight, where he will be meeting with world leaders on the heels of a pending peace deal with Iran. Aisha Hasni is live in Geneva, Switzerland, with all of the details. Good morning, Aisha.
Hey, good morning to you. So the president said that he wants world peace for his birthday. Of course, his birthday is today, and he could get very close to that, at least a peace agreement with Iran. He announced yesterday that that deal will be signed today, although it will happen, we are told, electronically, so we won't see either side in the room together. They'll do it separately, digitally. The president on Truth Social yesterday in that announcement said they no longer want a nuclear weapon, nor will they have one, either through purchase, development, or any form of procurement. Immediately after it's signed, the Hormuz Strait is open to all. Hopefully this process will all work out quickly, easily, and smoothly. If it doesn't, we have the ultimate alternative, hopefully never to be used again. The latest from the Iranians, however, is that it will not be signed this weekend. The spokesperson for the Iranian foreign minister told state media it could, though, happen in the coming days. So we will see. We'll track it today. According to a White House official, the terms include all of Iran's nuclear material is going to be destroyed and removed. The nuclear program is going to be dismantled. None of Iran's money will be released without full compliance. The Strait of Hormuz will be reopened again, and then there will be no Iranian funding of terrorist groups. Now, meanwhile, the president arrives here in Geneva for the G7 tomorrow. He's planning to meet one-on-one with the leaders of Egypt, Qatar, and the UAE on the sidelines of the summit. We're told that the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will not be attending those meetings. President Zelensky is also attending the G7. No plans to meet with Trump directly, but they will be in the same room attending the same meetings. A White House source is telling us about the summit that the goals will touch on a number of policy areas, including investment and trade, artificial intelligence, Ebola, critical minerals, energy, and illegal immigration and drug trafficking. And the official actually said the United States plans to highlight its work in several of these areas and encourage other countries to support those efforts as well. So it will be a busy week for the president once he gets here. He's got a busy agenda today back in Washington and then hits the ground running in Geneva starting tomorrow. We are told there will be some protests here. As soon as we checked into our hotel, we were warned about these protests. We've seen shops boarded up. So we'll keep a track of that activity, too, ahead of the president's arrival here.
Okay, here now is senior fellow at the Hudson Institute, Rebecca Heinrichs. So great to see you this morning, Rebecca. So tell me, first off, just big picture, how confident are you that this deal will come together today and this deal will ultimately prevent Iran from getting a nuclear weapon?
So I have very, very low confidence, and it's because President Trump has very good criteria for a good deal. You just saw that great list by your reporter there who listed what President Trump is demanding, and he has not backed off those demands. Total dismantlement of Iran's nuclear program, ending of those Iranian terrorist proxies throughout the region, and opening the Strait of Hormuz without letting the Iranians charge any tolls on that, so it's a free and open waterway again. So far, the Iranians have not agreed to that. They should just agree to that quickly. Because they have not, that demonstrates to me that their will has not been broken, and the IRGC are still shooting at our Navy. We even saw that overnight with U.S. Central Command firing back and destroying launchers. So I am not confident at this point, Charlie. I think the Iranians are trying to get President Trump to back off and relieve sanctions first so they can degrade the United States' leverage against the Iranians. I don't see that happening, so I think we're still far apart.
How difficult will, and President Trump often talks about going in there and removing the nuclear dust, as he calls it. How difficult is that going to be, especially considering the efforts that Iran has gone to further hide that stuff?
Well, it's a really important point. So if the Iranians really were interested in good faith in cooperating with the United States, they would not be trying to prevent the United States or international inspectors from having access to the sites that still remain. I do want to remind, though, our viewers, because you'll see a lot of critics of President Trump's efforts say that the Obama deal was better because of Midnight Hammer. That was that first military campaign that we did with the Israelis, and then Operation Epic Fury. President Trump successfully degraded the weaponization work of the nuclear program and significantly degraded the ballistic missile program and took out the senior nuclear scientists who had the know-how to continue the nuclear weapons work. And the Obama deal did not even give us access to those nuclear scientists. Now they're gone. Did not include those missiles. Now they're gone. And so I think we're still in a much better place than the JCPOA. But again, the Iranians have not demonstrated that they're willing to comply with this no dust, no dollars, which President Trump continues to insist upon.
Rebecca Heinrichs, thank you so much.